Hello, my name is Betsy Morgan, and it's wonderful to be with you. Thank you for joining me. I'm quite honored. This is my first opportunity to be with you as a psychic channel to represent Lighthouse Tapestry. And in doing so, I would like to begin my first opportunity to talk to you to let you know exactly what is a psychic channel. Maybe I'll start by explaining the word psychic. Psychic, you might say, is understanding that some people have the ability to see what's called beyond the veil. Human beings, for the most part, have an ability for their five sense perception: sight, taste, touch, smell, and hearing. So almost all of us have the availability to see reality in the physical world using those five senses. A psychic channel or psychic medium has a sixth sense. We can see, feel, hear, or know in the unseen realm. And this is so exciting because we actually see reality beyond the veil. And so we can share with you what we see to help you make decisions in your life so that you can be happier and healthier. And even if you want, you can become a psychic channel through this healing art form. I call learning to channel a healing art form, which, by the way, not only do I channel for you to help you gain your answers, but I can teach you how to do that. And if you want to take a look below this video and see how you can get in touch with me, I am thepsychicteacher.com. And also you can always email me. I answer all my emails personally, and it's askbetsymorgan@Yahoo. And we can have a conversation. By the way, if you do choose to take a class or channeling, we get the opportunity to stay in touch with each other. And I always like that. I think that my very best friends are those people that are interested in the spiritual art of channeling. And there are so many spiritual arts out there, and I find them all fascinating. But first, I would like to explain to you what in the world is channeling. A lot of people know now, but there's still some that don't understand what it is, and it can be frightening at first, but it doesn't need to be at all. Channeling is simply a practice of allowing information and even non-physical beings of light, such as angels, to communicate through the vehicle so that they can bring energy and information to you. And they're loving. I always tell my students, invite a guide that you trust. And if you have a spiritual mentor who's in body or out of body, even in body, because we are connected. You've probably heard of the law of entanglement, which I find fascinating. Once upon a time, we were all one. And then there was what we know as the Big Bang, and we seemed to separate. But what's interesting is even though we separated physically, we never separated energetically. So there is an intelligent communication line between us forever. So when and if you do choose to channel or use any medium of talking to spirit, to angels, to the divine itself, please know that your energy is still connected. And as you learn to align with your higher power, which you can learn in my classes or other people's classes, then this information can start coming to you. The way it happens in my class is your beautiful channeling guide and mine, whose name is Orion, he's a being of light from the stars, actually brings the gift of lifting frequency or lifting energy. You've probably heard everything is energy. And the higher the frequency, the better your health, the more aware you are, the more conscious you are, the better off you are actually. And your third eye, or your ability to see beyond the veil, opens. So the higher you vibrate, and you do this through love, so many ways of love, something else we can discuss, because I know this is a very challenging place, this planet Earth. And sometimes it's hard to just love and to forgive and to let go and move on. But that's part of the lesson of being on Earth School. So once you choose to let love be your motto and your vibration begins to lift, you can open up more and more to the psychic realm and learn your gifts that might come through channeling. What is channeling? It once again is a practice of bringing through information, wisdom, guidance, answers, clarity, and healing body, mind, and spirit from the higher realms through your vehicle to other people, and even to yourself. Now, granted, channeling for yourself is a little more difficult. Why? Because we're actually emotionally attached to the answers that we get, aren't we? We want a good, happy answer. And perhaps not all answers are good and happy. So we don't want to see it. And it's a little more difficult then to obtain that answer. But it's easier to channel for others. Once you have channeled for others a few times, then you get the hang of it and you can start channeling for yourself. Now, what I have noticed is that basically there's two kinds of channels. There is a person who can go into trance channeling, and there's another who does what I call conscious channeling. I am more of the conscious channeler, although I've been doing this for 35 or 40 years. And when I started, I was more of a trance channel. That means you go into a very nice, deep, relaxing state, and a spirit guide, loving spirit guide. Now remember, you can choose who you want as a spirit guide. If you want an angel, maybe Archangel Michael, an angel of your choice to connect with. Or if you want to have a spirit guide from the stars, like Orion, or if you want to have someone in heaven, maybe a friend, you can call upon them, someone you trust to love you and has your highest good in mind. Call upon them. Or I always say to my students, highest, best, most loving, and easiest channeling guide, please connect with me now. And as you feel that energy start to come in, and I will teach you how to do that in time, as you feel that, then allow that energy to influence you. That is moving into a trance state where you can relax, breathe in a relaxed way, ask the guide of your choice to come through, and the guide in a trance state has a little more control of your voice. And sometimes even your body. When I first started channeling, my body would move. They would come in and move my body. And once or twice I even stood up, which I found very entertaining. And I liked it because I liked the physical confirmation that, yes, indeed, I was channeling. But as I've channeled so many years and thousands of people, now the energy comes through, and I would call myself a conscious channel, where the energy influxes or infuses my entire energy field, mostly my head. I know who the guide is. I feel, see, hear, and know who the guide is. And I can talk to the guide by name. And I also can talk like I'm talking to you right now. So I am consciously aware of you and me interacting, yet getting influenced by the information of the guide. But I don't have to go into a trance. I can stay lucid, you might say. And I actually enjoy that a lot more because I get to connect with you. I get to feel you. The other way, I would forget whatever was said. And if we were to meet for coffee, I would have no clue what they said to you because the information comes through me, not from me. But if I'm a conscious channel, then I get to participate and I remember a little bit more what is said to you. And I like that because I like bonding with people. I find that people who find this form, this healing art form, interesting, to be fascinating. And I find that my best friends are those who channel or do something like it, which might be astrology or tarot, or there are other forms through which you can reach a spiritual answer and receive your guidance. So do indeed remember that channeling is a wonderful healing art form that can help you to be happier, healthier, and even wealthier, because it will give you guidance and clarity. It can let you know what your spiritual path is, to turn left or right. And if it does not answer a question, it's simply because it's not for your highest good to know the answer yet. But they can tell you when they can give you the answer. And the reason they can't give you the answer all the time is because you're in the middle of learning a very important lesson that you've actually set up in the physical realm to learn a spiritual lesson that you'll take with you, that will help you to eventually be happier in all of your lives. You and I are here on planet Earth to learn, and we are to learn to love and to trust that love, no matter what appears to be reality in the physical, to love, to forgive, to be grateful. And wherever you are, I know that you, just like me, you have a challenge, but we're learning through that challenge. And if you choose to channel or receive a channeling, it helps you get the answers, and it helps you to get the clarity and the lesson as to what am I learning and why. It'll even tell you what lifetime it originated, and if it's karmic or not, and who is participating with you, and who's your teacher, who's your student. So it can be a whole lot of fun, I think, this art form that we call channeling. I hope that you found this interesting, and please know that I am here for you, and so are your guides. You have, I like to say, 100,000 angels at your disposal. They love you. Call upon them. Your free will, by the way, is extremely important. Even with 100,000 angels, they can't help you as much if you don't ask them to. And your guides can't help you as much if you don't ask them. Use your free will and ask, please help to connect me to the healing love of God. Help me to hear my most valuable answers so that I can learn my lesson quickly and easily and move forward into joy and happiness. All right? Until next time, please know that you are loved, you are special, and you are important. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Bye for now.